What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November. The Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is time for the Shenanigans. What the Ham Radio Shenanigans there? I can't even say the title right anymore. What's going on, guys?
What's up, fellas?
Is the contest over yet?
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, I'm sure. But before we do, let's talk about these cool guys, the Patreons. First off, welcome Charlie Golf Charlie to the King's Court.
Yeah.
Always good. The King's Court people have their own room, and he's got the Chris's Boom Boom room now for you to go check out. So, but anyway, these guys keep me in gas and keep me going really good. And they keep me laughing, man. We hang out about every night, and it's a lot of fun. So you guys should check it out sometime. And we're going to do the Adventure Club. And it's funny because the big movers this time was the last two popping in there. Robbie Campota and Richard popping into the top 10. Everybody else, even though there were some donations made, pretty much stayed right in the same place. So that's the moves for those guys. It is the third month of the first quarter, the last month of the first quarter. So I'm sure it'll get interesting this month. It always does toward the end. It's been like that since the beginning. Hayden, was you on the stream back in the beginning of that?
I don't believe I was. I'm coming up on a year right now.
Because it was quite funny because the first ever, Adventure Club, it was like hours before the quarter ended, and we were all hanging out. And
I was there.
I don't know if it's Chill Pad Den or where we were hanging out, but I believe it was Chill Pad.
Mm-hmm.
It was a happy hour after dark. We were all hanging out, and Evan, he's like, "Hey, how much does it take me to get to first place?" And I told him, and he donated to it, and actually, what did you?
It was me.
Yeah,
it was
so
me.
You definitely were there. So
I was there.
So Hayden didn't say a word. He just smiled. He was sitting there and sends in like $1 more donation to pop right in front of him. And I didn't say a word to nobody. I just let it roll. So it's always been competitive. Oh Lord, here we go, Devin. Evan's already complaining. Don't bring me up like that.
Evan, give them flashbacks, man.
Evan, if you don't want brought up, don't do stuff to get brought up. That's all I can tell you, man. I'm all the time getting brought up. People bring me up all the time. Some are good, some are bad. I really don't care what they do. As long as they're talking about me, I'm good. Anyway.
PP say as long as he's talking about him, you're not talking about somebody else.
That's right. And this is Shenanigans. We like to play around. Speaking of shenanigans, funny story. My mom, she has no idea where Dan got his love for the taste of peanut butter.
Gosh.
Like, she has no idea where he got his love for that. But she did see him on the stream, showing his little jar of peanut butter and stuff like that. And, she knows we pick on PP Man all the time about QRP and stuff being small. But she said that Dan was running QRP peanut butter.
You got the big one.
Had said he should run QRO peanut butter.
At least it's not crunchy.
That's right. It's not crunchy. So if you want the king taste peanut butter, get the king size peanut butter.
Nice.
Shenanigans.
Oh my gosh.
Boom boom room in the house. What's up, Chris?
Boom boom.
Listen, I literally posted his room last night, and it wasn't even 15 seconds, and Dan done posted in it. Like it was that quick. Funny stuff. So, what you guys been up to?
Avoiding the contest traffic.
Yeah.
I spent most of the day on CW today. I got tired of everybody stepping on everybody else.
Well, not only was the bands full, but the band sucked today too. At least in my experience.
20 was very short today.
it was and stupid noise. Like it was just horrible. I know. Actually got the logger guy for telling him to get off my frequency. I was telling you guys about it earlier. I'm sitting there, been calling forever, and I'm getting a call here and a call there in between all the stuff. Some dude comes in, he's like QRZ and throws his call sign out. And I'm like, huh? And he's QRZ and then throws his call sign out. So I entered this call sign. I don't remember exactly what it was, and I'm not going. We're going to say it was Dan. We'll say Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November. You're 5-5 into my parks. This is Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. You're like Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. You're 5-7 too. I was like, cool, but you're on my frequency calling QRZ, so it's in use. But that was a contact. He gave me a signal report. I gave him one, and
Absolutely.
I took it as bad as the bands were today.
Absolutely.
I was activated, but I could use another contact. I got activated on CW because we had a Patreon business meeting. I don't exactly remember.
Thursday night.
Give me 1 second, guys. You guys talk. If I don't plug my battery up, I'm not going to be on the stream.
Uh-oh. We were just talking about portable power the other day now. There's no excuses here.
There's no excuses for that.
The Protector of the South, I see, is in the chat. David, hello.
Hey, Dan.
Yo.
If buttercups are yellow, what color are hiccups?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That would be purple.
Burple. Oh.
God.
Do you know how the pirate ship? Do you know how the pirate got his ship for so cheap?
I do not.
It was on sale.
Okay, yeah, I'm back. In case you guys haven't seen, I'm back.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, hey.
No, I knew my battery needed charge, but I was charging it in the other room, and I guess it had fell down in between the cushion and the couch. And I was sitting there, and evidently it got really, really hot. So when I brought it in here, I was like, ooh, I think I'm going to let this thing cool before and then I forgot to charge it back up.
Did you find any spare change?
Because,
between the couch cushions is always the spare change. But there you go. See? More than what you had.
Anyway. So, yeah, I dealt with the bad band conditions all day long. And it was just a bad day, period. I got some bad news while I was out on the park and it got aggravated. And I actually literally left my coax hanging on the fence at the park. Went to the next park, hauled all my stuff out to the picnic area, get out there and start setting up. I'm like, where's my coax? So I'm like, crap, I've left it in the car. So then I sprint all the way back to the car because I've got all my stuff sitting out on a picnic table. Don't want somebody to run off with a laptop or a DX10 or something.
All right.
And it's not in the car. So I go all the way back. I've done realized that I've left it at the last park, which is something I never do. But again, I got some really bad news and I was aggravated. And I grabbed all my stuff and drove all the way back to the last park I was at. And it was still hanging on the fence, thank goodness. So got that and decided it was time to come home and just work on some things. Had 2 parks in, and the way the band conditions were, I was good with that. So. But yeah, the band conditions. I'm about like Dan. Dan said he hunted CW all day, and I got more activating on CW than I did anything. And speaking of activating CW, because we were talking about that, we had our business meeting, and somehow we got on the CW topic. And Kyle, he's always sort of pushing me in the direction I need to go, and he's like, "You're gonna just have to start spotting and do it. Just spotting and do it." So far, I believe every day since then, at least one, if not all of the activations. I still do my CW secret room and give those guys the advantage because they've been hunting me all this time and let them come in. Because typically, the second I spot on POTA, even though I will spot every single time, new CW, 14 words a minute only or you will be ignored. The very first 3 calls that come in on top of each other, zero beating each other, is about 27 words a minute. And I'm like, come on, y'all. It's just ridiculous. But, I do get every now and then somebody smart enough to wait till all them people zero beat me and pile on top of each other. And then they're like, okay, this guy's a new CW operator. He's just going to pause and be like, So they wait until I'm done, and then they'll throw their call sign out about 14 words a minute. And guess who gets worked? That guy. So
That's right.
It's funny because I had one guy today. He literally every single time, I don't know how fast he was going, but it was over 25. And I kept sending QSY, QSY. He never, not one time, slowed down. So after the third QSY, CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks in the air. I'm not going to work you, 14 words a minute is what I said, and if I can pull you out, there's calls that'll come in there at 20 and I'll pull them out. But if I struggle at all and you're over my speed, I'm not going to even attempt it because I'm learning. And if you don't want to help me learn, oh well. So.
Hey, Hayden.
Yes, sir.
What do you call a factory that makes just okay products?
I thought that's what I said was QRS, James, but I may have said something different. It's an aggravating day for
I'm
me.
not sure, Dan. What do they call a factory?
A satisfactory.
A satisfactory.
Anyway, really quick, I do got some news. So this Thursday at 8:00 on the POTA YouTube channel, there will be a POTA live stream. So I'm going to assume there's going to be some useful information that we need to know about it. So everybody should probably head over to the POTA live stream this Thursday at 8:00. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time. The only time other than UCC that matters, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
It's the King's time.
That's right. It's the King's time. So that's what we go by. But I hear there's going to be three or four of the POTA guys on there, and they're going to be spreading some news to us. So always an exciting time to find out new POTA news.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Oh boy, here we go.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know.
He was outstanding in his field.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. That was actually that. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I stuck that little thing up there for the thumbnail, and these two.
Oh, hey, we love it.
Evidently, these two have just studied all day long on their dad's jokes.
I am a connoisseur of dad jokes.
Do you know what kind of music chiropractors like?
No, what do they like?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
So I got one for you. And the only person that'll understand this, Dan, but I'm still going to do it anyway. So what do you get when you mix peanut butter with the Mon Man?
Oh, God.
You get a hitchhiker that fell in love with the taste of peanut butter.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
You know what happens when a snowman throws a tantrum, right?
No, what is this? What happens?
He has a meltdown.
Okay, James said I said QSY, but I sent QRS because I know what to send. It's been one of those days.
Where did you get your little tin of dad jokes?
My daughter got it for me for Christmas, so I have no idea.
Oh, I see. So that's where you keep them all?
That's where I keep them.
Yeah, see, I keep mine in a database.
100
Anyway.
of the best.
Speaking of dad's jokes, what about radio? I did meet a new activator yesterday. I was out going to my last spark yesterday, and as I was walking out to the picnic area,
Oh, wait.
I seen him set up over there, and yes, we definitely ain't right there.
We're pretty far from okay.
Oh.
You met a new activator.
Yeah, I met. Yeah, I'm just I'm tore up about that. It got out faster than I thought it would. That's what she said. Anyway, I'm at a new activator. He's sitting out there activating, and I always like to go talk to activators and stuff like that. And I came up to him and got to talk to him, and got a little lizard that joined me sitting on my battery box, and cool stuff. That's what ham radio is about, man. It's about fun, and he was asking me all these questions because he's been doing POTA since January, and I told him, I was like, man, just have fun with it. Just literally have fun with it. There's no wrong way to do it. As long as you're doing it, following the rules, there's no wrong way to do POTA. It's great. So I'm definitely a believer in having fun. My trip to Florida is about to wrap up. So, surprisingly, when I've been working on my February numbers and stuff like that. That's right. Hit that like button. Tell them, Sandy. I've been working on my numbers, and I've been here for a month now. Mind you, in that month, it's a short month, and I had the hamcation or the hamcation for 3 days. So I activated, but it was once a day on those days. And I had a couple of things. I guess I wasn't really shooting for the big numbers, and even though they're still big numbers, it showed me exactly how hard I worked in January to get things started this year. Because I looked at January's numbers, and even though the QSOs are bigger, and I'm not going to give it away, you'll just see on that, but I worked really hard on January, evidently. So it's going to be actually adding some new stats to the monthly update as well. Thanks to Dan. Dan's been really, really helping me out with some stuff and making my life a lot easier, which is witchcraft. Dan and his witchcraft.
Sorcery.
He uses sorcery to make my life easier. And but the numbers are in for February already. So I'm going to maybe finish filming the little clip I need tonight. And after I eat Thanksgiving dinner. That's right, Shenanigans. I'm eating Thanksgiving dinner tonight. I mean, why not eat Thanksgiving dinner in March?
You got to train for Thanksgiving dinner in November.
Right. I mean,
you got to train up. We do that too here at home.
I've been working really hard on getting this ham bod, and the one way to keep the ham bod is to eat really big on Thanksgiving. So, in order to eat big on Thanksgiving, you got to train for it. So, we're having
to stay in shape.
We're having turkey and all the fixings right here in a little bit. Soon as this stream is over,
you should go activate the Nathan's or whatever it is hot dog eating contest on Coney Island this year. Just don't even chew them. Just let them slide right down.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a shout out. Speaking of eating, I'm going to give a shout out once again to Eddie, because this week I went to a place that smokes brisket and cooks brisket and stuff, and I got some really, really good brisket from there. But you know what? It was not as good as Eddie's. So one more time, I'm going to give a shout out. If you ever get a chance to eat Eddie's brisket, you may have to go to the spa and ask for it by name, but it's good stuff for sure. And all that happened at a Patreon VIP event in which I plan on doing many, many more of this year. I'm working on the plans for a couple of those coming up. I do know that one will be around the Nashville area shortly before Huntsville. I'm going to do a Patreon VIP event there because I do have several Patreons out that way. And if you watch my stream, you'll know another good thing about the state of Tennessee. Not my stream, but my video that I'm putting out this week. I'm talking too much. Hayden, say something.
Is it something to do with the Pearsons?
What a
from
Pearson's are.
Tennessee because they're in Tennessee, and I just wanted to take a moment and thank them because I got the Triple Crown.
Boom, looky there.
1, 2, and 3.
Very
Thanks,
nice.
guys. It's really awesome. That was for when we were at the Forfer in D.C. And Andrew, I guess, had messaged me if they had ever sent me a QSL card yet. And I know I'd sent them one. I sent them all 3 one, and I've been waiting patiently, and they finally got back to me, and I'm really happy.
Explain a Patreon event. Okay, Charlie, I will gladly do that for you. First off, TC Fitz, thank you very much for the super chat. That is awesome. I appreciate it.
Mouse to it quick enough.
Charlie, a Patreon event is I try to go in concentrated areas where many of my Patreons are. For example, I've got several Patreons that are in South Georgia. So I'm in Florida, and I drove about 2.5 hours north for 2 days straight, actually. That way that all of them could make sure and get out. And we had a big POTA activation where we set it at the same park all day long, and we just talked and carried on and activated. We ate brisket, just had a good time. It's just basically trying to give back to the people who try to support me. So I try to do Patreon VIP events as much as I possibly can. And
it was a very explosive event.
Yes, it was a very explosive event. And the bands were good, but we did get some QR playground that weekend. Oh, Robbie, he's like, he told the guy he's like, I'm sorry, I got some QR playground here.
That turret operator is funny now, I'm telling you.
Oh, funny stuff. But anyway, happy Sunday, TC Fitz. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, I need to go out west and do a summit with Charlie. I think that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Because that's where
I'd have to pregame for that because some of them summits he goes up for. Well, I'd have to train for that.
Well, speaking of that, I'm actually going to start some training when I go back to West Virginia because I've decided that there's some different style activation in my future. We'll just say I'm not going to give that away because I have a build-up video for that already filmed. But there's some different style activations in my future that I need to be in a lot better shape than I am right now. And I'm going to have to start working on the non-ham bot a little bit, I guess.
Are you going to activate in your Heelys?
In my what? Heelys?
Your Heelys.
Oh yeah,
the shoes with a little skate on the heel.
Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because mine are like mud tires because I'm from West Virginia.
That's true. Yeah.
They're 18s. I pop them out, and I'm 4 feet taller.
you got to put your Crocs in 4-wheel drive to get up the hill.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking, buddy. Not really. I don't even wear Crocs, y'all.
No.
I do on the boat.
My daughter would disown me if I wear Crocs.
I don't blame her.
You know, I think she's changed her mind now, but she used to be dead against them.
They're very comfortable.
I think her husband wears them all the time, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Hayden.
Yes, sir.
When does a regular joke become a dad joke?
I don't know, Dan. When
it becomes apparent.
See, even hitchhikers don't like Crocs.
No, Crocs.
Well, that's because you can't get very many miles out of Crocs.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Dan.
Hey,
what do you call a fake noodle?
I don't know.
An impasta.
An impasta. Very nice.
So I learned something, guys. When making thumbnails, make sure that I don't give Dan and Hayden any ammunition to go crazy with.
Hey, shenanigans, buddy.
Yeah, shenanigans. Dad joke style, huh?
Yes, sir.
But I will be heading back. I will be leaving Florida on Tuesday, unfortunately. I do got to get back home and start preparing for some other trips that are coming up. I do got a ham fest this month at home, and the 1st of April, which we got a stream coming up about it very soon. We will be doing the Delaware in 3 days, myself and the Canadian crew.
What about the 1st of April?
Like the first weekend in April.
Okay, the 1st of April is the Activate Georgia weekend as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're lacking any Georgia parks for hunted,
Is it James? You're in the chat. Is it the first weekend or the second weekend? It'll probably be the exact same weekend because Georgia's the state that I need to hunt all of because it's the closest that I've got to hunt all of.
okay,
It's the second weekend, he says.
Okay, it's the second weekend. So there.
Sweet.
So the first weekend I will be hunting any Georgia state parks that I need. And of course, I'll be doing that from a park. I will probably just go out to a park that day and sit and watch the spotting page and just literally hunt park to parks all day long.
That's a good one. Bobby, that's a good one, man. I like that.
That's a good one, Bobby.
That was a very good contribution.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
That's a good one. Yeah. Hey, man, you know. Oh, I started a new book today. I'm reading it on anti-gravity. It's really hard to put down.
I was waiting.
Oh, there's these guys. I forget where I see them on Facebook every once in a while, and they're sitting on a dock and they're drinking coffee and they're just telling the most serious dad jokes. And I crank up at them guys every time. I don't know what they're called.
Oh my goodness, Chris, can you take these guys to your boom boom room and so I can talk about some damn radio? Oh God.
Well, you don't want to talk about the 1,000-year-old oil. You don't want to talk about the 1,000-year-old oil stain that I saw.
The 1,000-year-old. Sure, let's talk about the 1,000-year-old.
I don't know if we should.
Yeah. No, it was from ancient Greece.
Can somebody super chat them and ask them to stop or something? Oh Lord. Be my like Steven will come in here and outdo it and be like, no, keep going. Anyway. So yeah, you got anything interesting coming up, Dan?
No, just dad jokes. You know, thinking of some more.
Just dad jokes.
Doing some pod on the weekends.
I know Hayden thanked the Pearsons for getting the triple cards. I've already got
the triple. That was awesome.
I've got the triple threat card. I'm curious though because I received a package from them in my mail today in West Virginia, and I do not know what it is. So I'll thank them right now for whatever it is.
That's a nice one. I like that.
I received a package from them. I've also got another package from somebody else that I have no clue what it is. So
that's my daughter, y'all. Now you know why I get it so bad.
Is this who bought you the Christmas present?
Yeah, she's the one that bought them for me. I didn't even know she would be watching, but yeah. Hi, Nat.
So next year when you buy him a Christmas present, tell him he's not allowed to use them on stream. Oh, funny crap. Anyway, so Hayden, you didn't get a Dupota this weekend. How does it feel to miss you?
Not looking good next weekend either.
This is your first weekend of missing, right?
Yep.
Dang, that's how it starts, Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. I'll have to make them up.
I can miss just one weekend.
Yes.
Oh God.
She says she's going to get me something I can use on the stream.
Oh Lord. Maybe
I'll make it up. I'll make it up this summer when I'm out on the boat every day and having the HF radio going.
There you go. There you go.
Hey James.
Yes, sir.
If two vegans get into an argument, do they still have a beef with each other? funny.
I found out. Hey Dan, I found out my boat was sick. I had to take it to the dock.
Yeah, take it to the dock. Nice.
Oh, I feel like we've lost everybody tonight.
No.
There's actually more people watching it. Give us all the thumbs up if you want more dad jokes. We got a half hour left.
Well, I bought a new car and it looks nice, but the muffler seems exhausted.
Anyway,
I used to like working at the ice cream shop until I realized I hate working on Sundays.
Yeah. We should get lidded.
Lidded.
We should tell our jokes on 17 meters and they'll just
7,200. Just sit there and tell dad jokes the whole time.
Oh, you don't like POTA? No problem. I've got a couple guys to be right here to talk to you.
That's right. Oh, jeez.
That's I'll tell you what, speaking of white noise, today the noise was absolutely horrible, man. And people, I feel like every time somebody'd come in really good and I'd give them a 5.9 and I'd wait. And then thank goodness for Kilo 8 Golf go back double. Every QSO, double. Because I don't know if they couldn't hear me or what, but I literally would be like, you're 5.9 into Kilo 3627 and Kilo 4646. Big pause and he'd say, double. And he did that probably 8 or 9 times he listened to my whole activation.
Jeez.
Dedication, man. Dedication. Terry has been a hunting machine this year.
He has.
I mean, he has really, but he's really turned it on big time this year. And he's losing weight doing it. So, anybody that's dedicated enough to run up, how many flights of stairs did he tell us? 2 or 3?
What 2 or 3? I think, yeah.
I think it's 3 flights of stairs every time his ham alert goes off.
At least.
And that's some pretty crazy stuff. So, but I can always count on him, And the good thing is he'll run up the stairs and get me CW, and then a little bit later when I go to sideband, he'll run back up the stairs and get me sideband. If I switch bands and go to another band, guess what he's doing? He's running back up them steps. He don't care. He's become a hunting machine. It's funny because he got his 800th call with me right before my Big Rove weekend. And it was shortly after my Big Rove weekend. He's like, dude, he said, I think the stats are wrong. He said, I'm getting ready to hit 900 with you. I just got 800. I said, Terry, you got me 42 times in one day. It's right.
more than that when you count the couple twofers you went to. Yeah.
Well, no, he has 42 total parks, but he did get more than that because the last 2 or 3 of those I did CW and sideband.
Yep.
So good stuff. Good. Hey, Roy.
Yeah.
Good to see Roy out there. Me and Roy had a good time doing some activating the other weekend. Had a really good time. Oh. Yep. Roy got me some new pucks. I like new pucks.
You had more fun than a pencil with 2 erasers.
Dude, I've had a lot of fun. Even though several things got canceled due to unexpected things, and I didn't get to do them. But, I had a blast down here. And I've still got one more full day of activating. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm undecided. And it's funny because it's the second I go in there to eat Thanksgiving dinner, my mom's probably going to say, hey, what are we doing tomorrow? Where are we going? What parks are we going to? Because I get that every single night. And I give her the same answer every single night. I don't know until about 2 a.m. when my brain just melts. And
did you work Tubby today? Did you work PP?
No, Oh yeah, she does. Like after every single park, because she will walk. Sometimes she'll sit right there, and it's funny because she's missed Toby on several times where Toby's tried to tell her hi. But because sometimes she'll walk off and she'll go fishing, or she'll go for a hike, or she'll go take pictures or whatever. And but after every park, it's did you get Toby? Did you get the boys? Did you get Dan? Did you get Terry? And that's pretty much the extent of all the people that she knows. But she'll ask every single one of them. She'll say, "Did you get PP Man?" And PP Man's been slack, and my mom's called him out on it. PP Man, if you're watching right now, she's been calling you out. She's like, "He must be too busy to hunt right now because he ain't been hunting you today."
Probably
even
on
though
the couch.
even though she calls him Peanut instead of PP Man.
Peanut Man.
Peanut Man.
Hey Hayden.
Peanut.
Yes, sir.
If you witness somebody steal an iPhone and an iPad from an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness?
It just may.
Oh.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
How did the hipster burn his tongue?
I don't know.
He drank his coffee before it was cool.
Very nice.
Oh, nice. Roy says he's getting his 891 from HRO.
Oh.
He's been trying to get one, and they've been kind of missing in action here. Somebody else just got one recently too. Oh, it was Dan. He ordered one.
Oh, yeah, mine should be here tomorrow.
Dan ordered his second one.
Yeah, mine should be here tomorrow. I got the mount and everything. I just need to drill a hole in the truck again. So.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? It's faux drizzle.
Oh my God.
Aloha has some jokes.
That came all the way from Hawaii, y'all.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, you guys ain't even right.
What do you call a little pony with a sore throat?
Uh-oh.
A little horse.
Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil?
I don't know.
It's pointless.
Oh, yeah, it is. Very good.
You guys ain't right. We named the Shenanigan Hour for a reason, guys. Because we don't even have to have a topic because they would just sit here and rant and rave. Speaking of ranting and raving, so this Wednesday, there might be a lot of ranting and raving going on because Hayden's going to be in charge of the stream, and Hayden is going to be doing a stream on WinLink. So, you guys might want to prepare for some Hayden ranting and raving as well.
WinLink and dad jokes.
No dad jokes on Happy Hour After Dark.
No, WinLink and how to spot yourself using it when you don't have a cellular connection.
There we go. That's going to be a good stream, and we also have another good stream the week after that. We will be talking with I know all you guys have probably seen all the cool videos from the crazy car guy, videos from Hamcation. He'll be coming over and doing a stream with us the following week. So
I don't know why.
Oh.
Nice. Very nice.
That's good.
Oh my God.
And RFing around James needs to explain his comment why WinLink is garbage. I've never had a problem with it, but he would probably know more the ins and outs of why it's garbage.
Well, I have no idea. I'm not a WinLink guy myself, so but Hayden's going to be streaming about it.
Yep. I've made a successful spot off grid with it, and it showed up on the POTA.at page. There's a couple other things that you can do that we'll go into on Wednesday. That makes sense coming from an Apple guy.
No, it's an Apple thing.
It's designed for Windows. It's 100% failure. No, that makes sense.
Here we go again.
I'm just ribbing you about the Apple stuff.
It's quite funny because you have Apple and Android, you have Ford and Chevy, you have Yaesu and ICOM. It's classic, and no matter what you do, there's always the people on both sides of the fence, and
That's even worse.
No matter what, you're gonna hear them arguing back and forth about what's better and what's this and what's that. But hey, it's what works for you, I guess.
Yeah, whatever you
Absolutely.
Oh, what's up, Collins? Joseph Collins has been activating a lot more since he moved to Nevada, guys.
He's been tearing it up.
I want to give him a shout out. He's been tearing it up ever since then. So move out of California and you'll do good in life. That's what I learned from Joseph Collins.
Very true.
Makes sense to me.
Somebody got a big dog barking.
Yeah, that's my dog in the backyard.
What kind of dog is it?
A half German Shepherd, half Belgian Malinois.
I was going to say it sounded German Shepherd to me.
So it's like high tension.
Yeah, it's
always got to run around.
It's on crack.
Yeah,
it's on crack. He said.
Oh, hey James.
Uh,
what do you call a belt made of watches?
A belt made of watches. I don't know, Dan. What do you call a belt made of watches?
A waste of time.
Man. I bet you. I bet all the people at work love you, don't they, Dan?
Yeah.
Hey James.
Yes, Hayden.
Why don't you ever see elephants hiding in a tree?
I don't know, Hayden. Why don't I see elephants hiding in a tree?
Because they're really good at
it. Yeah, that would definitely be a talented elephant if it was hiding in a tree and I didn't see it. Or a very big tree. Oh my goodness. You guys are not right in so many ways. Anyway.
I can't believe it's not.
What? What did I miss?
I guess that was the finish up of her joke.
She said, "I'm starting a new line of nut-free peanut butter. It's called I Can't Believe It's Nut Butter."
Brilliant.
See, and she probably is starting that business because she has become really obsessed with peanut butter ever since, parents, tell your kids don't hitchhike because Dan and James might be driving around the road and, they might pick you up and just warp your mind into thinking that you love peanut butter so much that you're going to start a new business about it.
Jeez.
So
all this talk about peanut butter. I mean, I could tell you a joke about, pizza, but it's kind of cheesy.
Oh God. Is it time for Charlie's stream yet?
Oh, it's getting there.
You got 15 more minutes of this madness.
Oh my goodness. Is it Charlie or Frank tonight? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Oh, I can look. It was Frank last week.
Okay, so it's probably Charlie this week. Oh, I wonder what Charlie's streaming about. What do you guys think Charlie's streaming about?
Dad jokes.
I don't think it's dad jokes.
He's going to
why
carry
not?
on.
He's probably already left to prepare for the stream. Evan says it is Charlie. Evan to the rescue. Put that one in your calendar, Evan. I said something good about you. We'll say something.
Well, we already knew it was Charlie because it was Frank last week.
I'm going to go ahead and say something else good about Evan. He actually activated the other week. Now, if we could just get him to do that, at least once a month.
I sent him
Now
a
you
card.
just need to get him in his log.
Did you ever get my card yet, Evan? I actually sent him a card in the mail. I said, congratulations on finding the PTT. Oh, not yet. Hey, it'll be there, buddy. If you don't get it next couple of weeks, let me know. I'll send another.
You should have got Charlie Golf Charlie to hand delivered his card for him. Evan and Charlie Golf Charlie have become best friends, guys. You wouldn't believe how close they've become. Hey, Evan, have you got my card in the mail yet? Oh, wait, that's because you're not in my log. Ain't that a shame?
Ain't that a shame?
Hey, James.
Yeah, Dan.
Do you know why bees have sticky hair?
Why do bees have sticky hair?
Because they use a honeycomb.
Hey, what has 4 wheels and flies?
I don't know.
Garbage truck.
Very good. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hey, T-Ray's in the chat tonight. Everybody coming out to a dad's joke stream. What's up with that?
Yeah.
I ain't seen T-Ray in forever. It seems like
The dad jokes bring all the
him
boys to the yard.
I seen him in person at Hamvention, but I ain't seen him in the stream in a while. So T-Ray, what's your favorite dad joke? I'll even let T-Ray tell one and be happy that he did.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, what do you call a fairy that doesn't wash?
That doesn't what?
Wash.
I don't know.
Stinker bell.
Stinker bell.
Oh, look at that. That Hawaii to Alaska, park to park. That is beautiful right there. The two most wanted states park to park each other. That's pretty cool. Oh, Randall, buddy, what's up? Good to see you in there tonight. Thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Oh, hope to hear you back on the air soon, buddy. See, T-Ray's like me. He don't know any jokes that he can say in public. I definitely could not say my jokes in public. They're probably dad's jokes too, but it's the dads that are hanging out drinking cold beers.
Right.
We typically say them on the Patreon chill pad, not the happy hour after dark anymore, but the chill pad.
And if you're not actually a dad, you really can't make a dad joke because it's kind of like a faux pas.
It's a faux pas.
Would it be a wannabe joke?
No, it'd be a faux pas.
False pas.
Oh my goodness.
What does a nut say when it sneezes?
Don't know.
Shoot.
Help me. Somebody help me.
See, we're making Sandy laugh. See, we're doing something. Not all is lost here.
What did the grape say when it got stepped on? Nothing. It just let a little wine out.
You know, I'm really worried about my Wednesday stream with Hayden in charge, y'all. I'm really worried.
No, I'll put the dad jokes away for Wednesday.
What did the fish say when it hit the concrete wall?
What?
What did the fish say when it hit the concrete wall?
What?
Damn.
Here we go.
Help me. What, Dan, tell a dad's joke in Manganese.
No shit. Let me think of one here. Let's see.
Oh, he's been full of them all night long.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of like exhausted my brain. All right, so why elevator joke so classic and good?
Why?
Because they work on so many levels. They go up, they go down, it's good and good and good. No matter where you are, you're gonna like it. It's good. Some elevators you go inside and outside. Some people don't like elevators. Some people the elevator go up, the elevator go down. Some people like them, some people don't. It's okay.
That's the funniest joke you've said all day. I heard two guys on the radio talking like that the other day. I thought about you. Oh yeah, no, Bobby. Wednesday is not Dad's Joke 2.0.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Here's a semi-radio one.
oh God.
How did Vikings communicate? By Norris code.
Norris code. Very nice.
That's probably the code that I send because I'm probably leaving out a did or a da. So,
did you hear about the new restaurant on the moon?
I did not.
The food was amazing, but it had no atmosphere.
I'm actually shocked, since I've been spotting on POTA that I haven't got emails of people telling me that I didn't log them on CW. I figured
those will come in November.
Yeah, it's March now though. So my no log February is over. Right. So it's kind of funny. I figured I'd be getting a lot more. Of course, I still ignored the really fast people. So. I always get Kent. He comes into the CW group before he has actually came in after the spot before. There's a couple of you that have, but fun stuff.
Yeah, I need to find another job.
You need to find what?
Another job.
Why is that?
Well, I got fired as a taxi driver because apparently the customers don't like it when you go the extra mile.
Oh, thank goodness. We're looking at it close to the top of the hour. Hayden, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Oh, we have the awesome Wednesday stream coming up where we'll be discussing how we use WinLink to spot ourselves without cell service. And there will be Dad Joke Free.
Dad Joke Free Wednesday. I like the sounds of that. Dan, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Work and POTA and research more dad jokes for next Sunday. Definitely.
Absolutely.
And I will definitely make sure and watch what I put as a thumbnail for next Sunday.
I'll have to look into my database.
In my database.
And for me, I'm doing my last full day of activating in Florida tomorrow. I will activate early Thursday before I hit the road. It may be really early. Wednesday, I'm not sure. It may be either a 2 meter in the DC area or me just hunting park to parks because I got to do it really quick because my transfer off my train is not as long as it normally is. So it's going to be a quick activation on Wednesday. So with that being said, for those of you competing in the HRAG challenge for the year, Wednesday will be a free day. If you do not get me, do not worry. It will not be counted against you because I know that'll be the only activation I get in. And chances are some of you, if any of you may not get me. So that will not count against you for the HRAG challenge. I'm just basically getting an activation in so I continue the Bailey Sprott. And other than that, I will be back home and starting my usual West Virginia shenanigans.
40 meters, thank God.
Yes, the 40 meter Slayer will be back.
40 meters misses you.
And dude, I have messages every day. When are you coming home? When are you coming home? I want you back on 40 meters. I want you back on 40 meters. But I will be back. But I will probably be sticking to 20 meter CW because 40 meter CW is even more stupid than 20 meter CW. You wouldn't think that.
Up there it is, yeah, for sure.
But it's just absolutely stupid on 40. So probably still be You know, I'll do the special King Secret Room on 40 and 60 and 30 and every other band in the world. But when I'm going to spot, it'll probably be on 20 or maybe 30. We'll see how 30 works.
Just don't do it on 60. Remember, you're banned from there.
Oh yeah, no POTA on 60. It's specifically in the POTA rules. The vid told me so. Anyway, but I got some great videos coming out from this trip that you guys are probably going to really enjoy. The one that I've been working on, I've got about 3 hours of edit time in right now. It will be done at some point next week and be coming out. I also have the February stats video that may come out tomorrow if I can stay out of chill pad long enough, but we'll just have to see about that. Because the Patreon seem to pull me in. They use the force. We have a good time over there. You know, life is short, and tomorrow is not promised. So go out there and have fun. And, you know, I'm going to continue to have fun. I'm moving closer and closer toward my goal of doing YouTube, Parks on the Air full time. And a big part of that is my Patreons, and I really thank them very, very much. And if you're interested in becoming part of a really awesome community, you know, we give free trials over in the after chats and stuff like that. Message myself or Hayden sometime, and we'll get you set up, because I guarantee you won't regret it. I've got a really good record of not having people leave after they join. So
absolutely, I was just going to bring that up. Actually, if anybody wants to join us in an after chat or something, feel free to message me on Discord. I put the link out to James's Discord in the chat a couple times. So come in, send a friend request to me and James, and we'll give you a trial on the after chats and the Discord, the chill pad and everything. We have a good time every night of the week.
Oh Lord, even Randall's in on the jokes, y'all.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm just glad to see Randall back in the chats.
Absolutely,
I've missed him. But other than that, I'm going to go eat some Thanksgiving dinner because I'm a shenanigan like that. And I'll probably be over into the chill pad hanging out with the rest of these guys shortly after that. So thank you guys for watching, and look for some videos this week. 73.
73 guys.
Go watch Charlie.